What is the very first thing that I should do as soon as I log in?
Good question. The first thing you want to do as soon as you log in is to input your own stocks into the platform so it can monitor them in real time for you. So, for example, I own IBIT, so I can put IBIT into the platform here. It shows up here. You just click monitor. It's going to be added to your watch list. We can have another one that, for purposes of explaining this, I'll show you. So, we put realty income. So you add your stocks. That's the first thing you do. As soon as they're added into the platform will start monitoring them 24/7. That is the idea of that. Adding your stocks. First thing that you do.
So if I only have 2 minutes in a day, so what's the most important part that I should know in the platform?
So it's a wonderful question. So 2 minutes, if you have only 2 minutes in the day, my suggestion would be to look at your watch list, which is the dashboard as soon as you sign in. Look at your risk alerts. If there is any risk alerts, it will show up here. On the left-hand side, we have something called risk alerts. It will show up if something is deteriorating in the sense that the stock price is in some predefined criteria so that you need to understand. So now Netflix, it's showing me that, take a look at Netflix. That's what it basically means. It doesn't mean sell Netflix, or it doesn't mean buy Netflix. It just means take a look at Netflix. You come into the risk alerts part of the portfolio, acknowledge the stock so that you've seen it, and then that's what you would do if you only have 2 minutes during the day.
So can you show me how the 5-gate market scanner works and how it would help me make better decisions?
Sure, sure. So the market scanner is our second tool in the platform. So we've done the 24/7 monitoring. You just go to the market scanner. So the 5-gate market scanner, what it does is it's basically for you to quickly find stocks that you can buy or sell. So if you have some money sitting in your account and you say, hey, I want to make a trade today, what should I buy or what should I sell? So basically, again, when you log into the platform, you will have 3 or 4 opportunities that you can research already sitting there for you. But you should always run the scanner, run a new scan. It takes about 30 seconds and it will surface upward stocks, downward stocks. Okay, so for example, it is saying ACGL. So this is coming up as an upward opportunity. So then you just go in and then you do your own research. But this will basically take 10,000 stocks in the stock market and give you maybe 10 to 15 opportunities that you can review that might make sense for you. So in this case, as you can see, we've got maybe top three matches on the downside. So these are all here on the right. You can take a look. And then you research these, and if you think these are tradable or you want to take a trade on these, then you research them further and then you move forward. So that is what the scanner does.
So just to elaborate further, 5-gate market scanner, can you explain the reason behind why it's called 5-gate market scanner?
Sure, sure, sure. So why we are calling this the 5-gate market scanner is because it actually filters out of 10,000 stocks. It has a filtering system where we are only surfacing opportunities that meet 5 criteria that will tell us that it's bullish or if it is bearish. So for example, the criteria are actually shown here. So if it is trending in the right direction, if the momentum is right, if the strength of the stock that we compare to the S&P, the volume is also high enough that it will trade where we think it will trade, and the volatility also, which means that there is movement in the stock. So this is a proprietary algorithm. So we are not exactly sharing what the criteria are. For example, where should the volatility be? But certainly based on our own proprietary algorithms, there are 5 gates that need to open before you will see this. So if anything is not where we think it should be, we will not surface that opportunity for you.
Under left navigational pane, there is a market scanner. Can you walk us through in the market scanner, the feature, how to use it, what it's for?
Okay, so once you're in the dashboard, if you want to find tradable opportunities, you go to the market scanner here, you just hit the market scanner, and then, the program is running 24/7, so it has already got some signals that you can use. But I always tell people rescan it to get the most recent signals. So you would go to the top right-hand corner, you would hit scan, and the system will start scanning again for fresh signals, that might be usable. We have also narrowed down based on our criteria what we think is a tradable opportunity. So it will only scan stocks that are, trading, say, 500,000 shares a day. If something is trading less than that, it will never even show up here. If something has a market capitalization of less than 5 billion, it will never even show up here. So we will surface those opportunities. As you can see, they are here now. Once you see something, this is an upward signal. You will also get downward signals here. So if you want to short the market, you could look at these. Always three opportunities will be displayed here. And then it says show 27 more. Anything over and above three, you can always hit this arrow here and you will see other opportunities that are displayed. Again, same deal. You look at something like Netflix, say, let me research it. You can go to the platform here and then you can just hit details and you can get additional information. So that is how we are showing this stuff. Yeah.
Can you also discuss about the signal score, the 91 out of 100, 90 out of 100? What does it mean?
So based on our criteria, our criteria is basically where the stock is trading right now in relation to its 50-day moving average, how strong the RSI is the volume where we want it to be, is the volatility where we want it to be. So we give each of these things a score out of 100. So the closer you are to 100, the better the symbol or the stock is going to be from a perspective of actually going in the direction that we think it will go. Now, understand everything you see here is just an algorithm that is surfacing certain opportunities. It does not mean that you have to go and buy TransUnion or any of these stocks because that is not the purpose of this scanner. The purpose of this scanner is to take 10,000 tradable opportunities and present to you three at a time, the ones that we think meet our criteria. And then it is for you to see if it is a tradable opportunity for you, if it meets your buying criteria. We want to be very clear about that. That's what this is.
So now I want to now understand Stock 360. So the first question is what Stock 360 is and what is the difference between the Stock 360 and the market scanner? Can you walk me through the mechanics of using Stock 360?
Sure, sure. Good question. So, Stock 360 is the third product that we have in our suite of tradable opportunities. So, Stock 360, basically, the purpose of Stock 360 is to do a deep dive on any stock that is being traded in the New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ. And it gives you an idea very quickly of the fundamentals behind the stock, what analysts are saying, whether it has been moving upward or downward. So I'll give you an example. If we hit Stock 360 here, we come up to this box here, and anything that you want to check out, you just put that in. Netflix, for example, we hit Netflix here, run 360. So it will give you a lot of data about that particular stock. So the idea is that if you already own five stocks that you don't know whether I should keep them or sell them or buy more, then you come to Stock 360, you input the information, and then the information is sort of given to you. Again, it is information only. We're not saying, hey, buy Netflix. We're not saying sell Netflix. We're just saying, here's the information on Netflix. And, we have an alpha score. We have the, alpha score, as I mentioned, it gives you a number where we think it is, A, B, C, or D. It also gives you a fair value estimate, as you can see. So the model is saying that, the stock should be worth $123. The current price is showing you as $103. Wall Street target is $114. So these are just numbers that we have pulled from financial data that is available. We are presenting it to you in a way that you could use this information usefully to make decisions, right? We're not saying buy Netflix, we're not saying sell Netflix. We're just putting all the information for you to make an informed decision, right? So here, for example, we are showing you where the RSI is. There is a quick snapshot of, where the price is today, what the market cap of the stock is, what the EPS is, the earnings, expected earnings, the price to book ratio. A lot of things that would be interesting for somebody who studies this stuff, right? Even if you don't study the stuff, like you don't spend 2 days, looking at this stuff, there is information that AI is presenting to you, things like the technical picture, things like the company snapshot, the earnings, what happened the last quarter, what is expected to happen in the next quarter. It's showing you next earnings is April 15th, which is 2 days from now. It's telling you a little bit about the valuation, what is according to the data that is being presented. So this is just a situation where, like it'll tell you what, if you were thinking about buying Netflix, it will tell you what the bull case is. If you're thinking of maybe selling Netflix, it will tell you what the bear case is. So it's just presenting information in a way that it's all there, and it is all there for you to decide, hey, what is it that you want to do? Understand that the information being presented is the same information that everybody across the world, if they hit Netflix on Stock 360, will get. It is not personalized information, but it's information that would be useful to you to make a decision about any stock that is in your portfolio or you are thinking of buying or selling.